all of that will fade in time. In 3 years, you won't be able to name the housewives of Atlanta. The real truth is that service and significance, service and the significance that you bring to your service is that which is lasting. So to be able to, whatever your occupation or job or talent or gift is, our honorees today getting doctorate degrees, to
Hello and welcome to today's training. My name is Love Oladide. I'll be one of the consultants that will be giving you this training today. I like to know where you are coming in from. Tell us where your state, where you're coming in from. Let us know. I'd like to know that. So, Lagos, Port Harcourt, let's see it in the chat box where you're joining us from. Put it down. Where are you joining us from? Let's see it in the chat box. Are you? Oh, Uche is from Enugu. Wow. Jonathan from Abuja. Wow. Wow. God's power, Abuja. Abuja is leading. Abuja is leading. Abuja is leading. You're welcome. Yeah, so we are going to be looking at the basic of business development training. We are doing a basic class today. So I also would like you to share with me what type of business you are doing. Put it in the chat box, the nature of your business. I like to know. Oh, Dr. Saz from Nasarawa, that's nice. So for those of us in the room, we have about 200 people on the WhatsApp group. But right now, those of us in the room, I'll be communicating with you. Others will watch the video. So I like to know what's part of. I like to know the nature of your business. Please put it in the chat box. So I want to believe I'm talking to either people who want to start as aspiring entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs. Those are the type of two sets of people that should be here in this room today because we are talking to entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs. So if you're already a business owner, I'd like to know the nature of your business. Please put it in the chat box so that while I'm teaching, I may just choose one of that as my business, maybe when I'm doing examples, I can use it. So let me know the nature of your business. What do you do? What business do you do? I'd like to know that. So I'm waiting. Okay, someone said, I own a pharmacy store. Another person said, farming and cooking. Yes. I want to know the kind of business you guys are doing. Yes, I'm waiting to hear from others. I'm interested in knowing the kind of business you're doing. What kind of business are you doing? Okay, I own a school. I sell stationaries alongside. Okay, yeah, others. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, maybe you tell us what you aspire to do. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you may want to share with us the business you are aspiring to do. Wow, medical laboratory. That's a good one. A medical lab. Wow, we have very, very serious business owners in the room. Yeah, do we have others? Okay, Kefa said connecting people. So it connects people to platforms, to different platforms. That's a good one as well. Okay, today we're talking about how to grow your business, how to take the business a serious one, to take that business your dream. How to take that business you do, to take it to the next level. That's what we want to talk about today. And I know some of us came here because of the information you got. You saw about the grant, about the loan, all these things we are going to be discussing here today. We're discussing them today. So welcome to the Business Development Training by Today's Leaders International. Now, Today's Leaders International runs the business school, we run the business consulting, and we run a business clinic as well. And we also have our NGO, the Today's Leaders International Foundation. Now, in talking about business development, is a huge one. There's a lot to learn, but I love to show you today, we're talking about the business model Canva. That's what I'll be using to do my teaching today, because once you can get your business model Canva, you can talk about your business anywhere. So as an entrepreneur, you need to sit down with your business from time to time, because it's an ongoing thing. You know, a friend of mine would say, when you put a yogurt in the fridge, you want to, once you have opened that yogurt, you want to, within the next 3 days, you want to exhaust the yogurt. You want to finish it because you know that it can expire. But business, hardly, unless maybe you sell the business, because sometimes you can grow your business. In the Western world, in fact, in our own climate, we have not started that at all. That's why we don't have businesses that can outlive us for now. A lot of Nigerians are, we are, for Nigerians, we are still learning. But in the Western world, they have businesses that can outlive them. So someone can just say, I'm starting a business, and I know that in the next 10, 20 years, I want to sell that business. I know that, like, I think Paystack and some other businesses, they did that in Nigeria. Some of these tech businesses are doing that now. You want to grow your business for like 10, 15 years, then you sell that business. So you want to see your business. So even though you do not want to sell your business, that is what you have to prepare your mind. You just prepare. That way you can actually be working on your business instead of working in your business. You know, we have we have people, those who are self-employed, and we have business owners. So you want to ask yourself, am I self-employed or am I a business owner? When I say self-employed, you are the one doing everything in your business. You are the marketer, you're the cleaner, you are the accountant, you are the everything. And of course, there's nothing wrong starting from there. Every one of us, business owners, we started from there. Where you start a business, or not everybody started from there, but most of us started from that level. We started sole proprietorship. When I started my business, the first business I registered was Today's Leaders International Ventures. I remember when I chose that name, I remember some friends told me that name will not be available in CSU. That your Today's Leader will not be available in CSU. Well, lo and behold, when I went to register today, it was available. So I started with ventures. Then we now move to limited liability company. So you can start your business small. There's nothing wrong. Every one of us will start from there. So, but when you want to grow your business, let's say you want to attract funds. A lot of us here, you're on that Today's Leaders Consulting group, or most of us will be there, where I spoke about grants and loans for your business. And we said we'll be working with you, be helping you maybe write your business plan for those who don't have one, for your for those who want to get the loan or the grant. Now, one of the things you'll be needing is a business plan. But for you to understand your business plan, you need to have this business model Canva. Now, the business model Canva I'll be talking about is the one by Alex Osterwalker. That's the one I'll be using. But we have a few after that. This is the author of a book, The Business Generation Model, that he introduced about 15 years ago. And a lot of people, a lot of companies you see doing well today, they all use it, okay? They all use it. So business model is just a structure. It helps you to deliver your value in totality. That's just what it does. It helps you to deliver your value in totality and helps you to see, oh, is my business profitable? How do I even make this business profitable? That's what the business model Canva does. So today, all our attention will be on this business model Canva for my own session. When my partner comes in, he will be telling us about business plan and about structure, okay? So my own session will be on business model Canva. And this model, the business model Canva we're talking about have 9 segments. 9. And if you was the first segment is customer segmentation. Customer segmentation. So when you want to start a business as a business owner, the first thing you want to think of is this business I want to start. Who are the customers? Now, before you go into customer segmentation, that's why I said we have different model Canva. I use like 3-4 business model Canva. So you want to first of all look out to the problem you want to solve. What is a problem? What is the thing I want to deal with? Because it's a problem that will help you to determine the customer. What is the issue? So like I said, I'll be using some businesses here. So for the person that has a medical lab, so what is the issue? So the issue is that some people don't have issues and they want to go to the medical lab, want to do our tests. So maybe I'll use the medical lab. Then I could also use the consulting firm that I run, and we'll be using that example. Well, if there are other ones, I may also pick other ones as well as we go on. So the medical lab will say, what's the problem? So you want to say, what is a problem? Because you need to think about that before you even think of committing your funds. Okay, so what is the problem the people I want to attend to? What is the problem they are facing? And actually, thinking along that problem they are facing also helps you with your customer segmentation. So your customer segmentation will not be, okay, this problem I want to solve. Who is my customer? Who needs it? If you want a medical lab, let me use maybe a woman. We do all sorts of tests. In fact, I know everybody needs that for the medical lab. People do all sorts of tests. Sometimes you do urine analysis. You do different kind of tests. You have issues with your tummy. They will tell you go and do different issues that we can actually have. So you want to first of all say, oh, who is going to patronize me the more? Is it the woman? Is it the man? What would be their age? That's what we call demography. What would be their age? What will be their lifestyle? So you need to like put biro and pen and paper and pen and paper. You need to put your head down and draw all this. Who is your customer? So first, identify your problem you want to solve. Now, you must know that people will pay you. People will not pay you for helping them to get to heaven. But people will pay you to help them get out of hell. So people pay you more when they have a pain. So you want to say, what is the pain and what is the solution? So what's the problem and what's the solution you're bringing in? So once you've gotten that, you look at your customer segmentation. How do I know my target audience? So that is what the customer segmentation, when we start talking about target audience. How do I define? It's like you really define. How do I define who my customer is? What is the age range of my customer? For instance, in today's Leaders International, most of the things we do, even our business school, our business clinic, our consulting firm, everything we do with entrepreneurs. And I know that my customers are small business owners. I am not going for Dangote. I am going for the small business owner. That's what we do. So I go reach out to my customer to know what I know the pain. A lot of, okay, now I said, okay, when I wanted to get people to the group, I use grant and loan. A lot of small business owners, many of us, we are looking for grants, we are looking for loan and all that. So these are some of the issues that we have. So you need to know what your customers, really need. So having done that, you look at the value proposition. That's the next one, value proposition. So when I talk about value proposition, you want to look at what are those products? What is that thing I'm bringing to the market to solve their issue? What is that thing I'm bringing to the market? What is that product I'm bringing to the market to solve their issue? That is a value proposition. So in value proposition, because you know your target audience, you may even do evaluation, you may even do survey, you may even do questionnaires, because you know what is their pain. You know their pain. You want to define your product as a customized solution for them. You are coming with a solution for this set of people. These are the set of people. Now, for small business owners, it is advisable that you start small. That's the reason why you are called small business owner. Because you need to test the market. So you want to test small. You want to use, you want to come out with a minimum viable products. It may be just one thing you're coming out with, even though you have so many things, like somebody like me, idea yakpa. I'm always having ideas in my brain. So, but you need to be disciplined enough to come out with at least one solution first, so that you test the market very well. Then you come out with more. You come as you get stronger, you begin to come out with more solution. So your value proposition is your products. What are the benefits? Now, when we're talking about products, you want to go meet. You want to set these target customers in the market segmentation. You're looking at, how do I sell the benefits? People are not enjoying the features. Features is there, it's good. But many more people are just focusing on the benefits. So how do I get to my benefits of my product to this my targeted audience? So you need to write down what are the benefits of what you have. So that's the second one. The third one is the channels of distribution. So now I have seen my targeted audience. I know I have my products. How do I get my products to my customer? You want to ask yourself, do I need to have a physical store, or do I need to have an online office? Can I do this alone? Can I deliver alone? Or do I go into partnership? Or, okay, can I do direct sales? Okay, I can't afford, this is what I want, but I may not be able to afford what I want. Can I do direct sales with somebody, an organization that is already existing? Can I start selling so that I can test the market more? So you need to look at all that. Your channels of distribution is very important. How do I get my business, maybe my product for myself and my customer is in Lagos? Must I use my own? Or can I quickly partner with somebody selling the same product with me and tell the person to deliver in Lagos and I share the profit? I'll give you an example. In my office, I sell a particular water called Kangen water. And I started selling that water because I have someone who was close to me who fell ill, and people recommended the machine, that I should go get the machine, that the water is very good when you drink the water fresh from the machine. Now, when I got this machine, I bought it for my house, my personal use. But people started coming to my house to ask for this water that they want to buy. So I now have a lot of people coming to my house that they want to buy this water. And because of security issue and all that, I felt, let me take it to the office. So I took it to the office, then I fetched water to the house from the office. Now, I now have people who are in Lagos who may have clients in Abuja, some in Kano, in the north. They will send me, they will tell me that they want to buy water. They also have the machine in Lagos. They have the machine in Lagos. But they will tell me they want to, so they will tell me they have a customer in Kano or in Abuja. And some will even tell me they don't want the customer to ever know that the water came from Abuja. They want the customer to think that the water came from Lagos. So they will tell me how to package it. They won't tell me to print their name and put on the water. My own, I should be not water, me, I want 7 water cover my shop, my office. So they will tell me to package the water and put their name, their business name on it. I'll put their business name on it. Then they will tell me, please deliver to this place. They will tell me, some of them will tell me, send a vehicle. Don't even let them know. Don't let them link to you at all. No problem. I will do what they want. That's direct sales. I'm helping them to deliver what? But the customer will never know that it's not from their own place. One particular lady, she told me our customer likes the way she does the water very well. She will even tell me the way she wants us to bring the water out from the machine. I will do it for her. I'll go and deliver for her. Then she will pay us our own. She will top up for our customers. Then our customer will pay her, she will pay us. That's fine. That's business. That's how business run. So you want to look at your channels of distribution. And in looking at your channels of distribution, you need to look at, how do I get this to the customer without being, if those kind of people are so selfish, it may not even be beneficial to them because they're sending you from Lagos, the transport and all that. So you need to be that open. Even if it's a business, even if it's something that you produce, you want to be open as well. Also, the next thing we need to look at, which is number 4 now, I said there are 9. Number 4 is customer relationship. What's the relationship that you have with your customer? How do you build support, loyalty into your program so that customers come over and over and over? Even myself, is one of the things I'm actually thinking for even the water business. I'm looking at retainership. I'm looking at, what do I do? What program is something I'm planning? I'm planning it right now. So what do I do so that those who come for the water can come over and over? So can I plan retainership? So I am on that plan now. So any business you're doing, you want to look at that plan. Okay? How do you make sure that the customer comes back to buy from you? So some of the businesses that we do maybe one time off. For instance, now I run a business school and we run this business development training because we want to get people in. We don't make it so expensive. Why? Because we want to partner with all the students knowing that most of the consulting services they have are small business owners, because they are small business owners, they will come to us. So you want to write business plan, even digital marketing, a lot of the things that bother you as a business owner, in our own consulting firm, we take it off you. So we help you out. So we are doing what? We're partnering with you so that we continue to build your business, help your business grow. Because if your business is growing, that's our own joy. As your business is growing, there are more things we want us to help you do. You know, so that's the angle that we look at it, and we want to build very smooth relationship with our customers. And that's what you should be looking at in your business. How do I build very smooth relationship with my customers? Your customers are so important, because no customer, no business. No customer, no money. Customers are just like kings. So there was a day I went to buy something from a place, a shop. Almost all the girls in that shop have been fired. Said, Kai, that is in an hospital environment, and they sell snacks. In fact, there are two of them. One sells food, the normal food. Is that they are never having food? In an hospital, there's the only two restaurants and the shop where they sell. And it's a big hospital. Is that they are never having food? Or the girls there are so saucy, they're so dirty. So people started going outside to buy food. So outside you can get food, but inside the hospital environment, they are the only one. I don't know if they have closed that down anyway, because they are looking like they want to close down, because the way the place is safe now, I don't think people would continue to patronize those people. So they now have a talk shop where, of course, bubbly, lively, they sell Indomie, they sell snacks. But men, sometimes the people working there can be so rude. So one day, somebody came in, and in their normal way, they were rude to I was watching, and I was listening to one of them say, after they would say customers are king. Who told you customers are king? Some customers are terrible. They are not king. I was just laughing. Of course, after a while, about 3 of them have been fired. So definitely that would happen to them. But then before that can happen, it's about us training. So if you have people you want to employ, it's not easy. Sometimes you train people, they still come with their attitude. But you need to keep training people until you have the kind of, or after if after training and talking, and the person is not meeting up to what you want. You're not tied as an entrepreneur, you're not tied. It's your business. So you fire the person and get the person that can do the job, because it's your business. And it's so important that you keep your customers. Customers are very important. So maybe during our discussion, we're discussing about, indeed, if customers are king, or or if customers are not king, or maybe I could just take 1 or 2 persons and let you share your experience. So because we're all entrepreneurs here, so what's your opinion? Indeed, are customers king? Let's have a discussion, a 2-minute discussion on that. If you want to talk, please just raise your hand. I have to mute everybody so that we can hear ourselves. So indeed, are customers king? Can you? I want raise your hand. I'll let you unmute so that we can share that. If we can have that experience, let's share that experience, please. Customers king. So if you want to share experience, I would like you to. Okay, so I've seen someone's hand up. So Uche, yeah, let's hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, this question is relative. Customers are king in a way, but there are some customers that no matter what you do, they will never be happy. So in that case, I think all customers are not really your customers based on their approach to issues. So that is how I see it, because some customers can even come to purchase things on credit. No matter how you try to be diplomatic with them, they will take your products They will go and they will stop coming to your shop even. You will see them go to another place. So that is all I have to say for now. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I like that. So yes, any other person want to let us let's hear you. Any other person wants to share your own view. Our customer's king. Does any other person want to share with us? Are your customers king? Are all customers king? Okay, so from the point of view for Uche, I understand what you that point where some customers are just so no matter what you do, like somebody was saying about a school business. So some parents now, schools now started saying you have to come with receipts that you are not owing from the school you came from. No matter what you do, they will just after one term or after one session, they run away with your. I understand that aspect. Yeah, Team Success, yeah. Oh, it's good for all of us to change our name. Team Success, after your conversation, change your name. So unmute yourself. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Pastor Moses Orise.
Okay.
So, customer is king. When you were telling us about retainership, you know, customer, they are king no matter how it is, because if you produce, maybe you are in the manufacturing sector and you produce, or you are in the retail marketing system and then you have your goods and then nobody comes to buy that goods. At the end of the day, the objective of profit making has been defeated. It is the customer that is the engine room that brings in the money, that is the life wire of the organization. So if you are looking at it, retainership or relationship marketing is very, very important. You must go out of your way to have that relationship with your customers. Maybe you look at times, banks are very, very good in that. You see, every time you are celebrating your birthday, first thing in the morning, it is your banks that will first of all wish you happy birthday. Those are relationship marketing. No matter how small your money is, you have contributed to the welfare of the organization. So in all, we can have bad customers who maybe bad debt, but if you have good credit control, you are able to handpick the genuine customers that you have this retainership or relationship with. Because if they buy once and you are not able to have that relationship with them, they will not come back to you, and the business need continuity. So I agree. On my own side, I'm standing on the point that customer is the king. Thank you so much for all you do for us. Hello?
Thank you. Indeed, customers are king because I understand the point where we can say that some customers are just, but then why we say customers are king is that you still need to treat them, even though they misbehave. You know that all customers are not for you, but because you have treated them like king, you see people that maybe you have issues with. They have issues with you. You didn't have, because you still, even with their attitude, you still treated them well. When somebody now come for them for recommendation, they remember how you treated them. And you see, they will now still recommend you. Why? Because even then, because actually it's not all customers that are bad. Some people actually are, maybe they have been paying your children's school fees. I'll use school for example. And that year they didn't pay. Some of them may have genuine issue. And because they have genuine issue, maybe you don't know, they may not open up totally. You just, misbehave with them, talk to them, you don't know. So even when the situation is difficult, Let's treat customers as king, even when the situation is difficult. Because that customer, all of us are human now. I know some people say maybe some people don't have conscience. That customer will realize, he will know that is the one that cheated, is the one that misbehaved. And sometimes that same customer may not be in the position to recommend you for something higher than even the money that you lost with that customer. So let's take them as king. Thank you for that contribution. So the next model is revenue stream. As a business owner, you must make money, okay? Look, because if you're doing that business and you can't afford to pay salary, you can't afford to feed your family, things like you're a business person, you'll be frustrated with the business. You'll be wondering yourself, is this business? You'll be ash. Your children say, we feel it. So you need to think of revenue. Where is this revenue coming from? Where will my money come from? How am I going to be able to pay my staff to sustain the business? That is why in Nigeria, or in Nigeria, yeah, but I think in Africa, you hear the saying that in the first 5 years, about 90% of business close shop. So remaining 10%. In the next 5 years, from that 10%, the remaining 10% was also close. I mean, another 50% is closing up. You know, but personally, my husband buys my clothes. So my husband will go to a boutique. He will come back and tell me the following year, maybe he wants to go to that same boutique. He will tell me that the boutique has closed. The boutique has closed up. He will not say, how is this boutique closing up? I say, Abuja. I'm in Abuja. Office rent in Abuja is scary. For those of us in Abuja, we know that one. Office rent in Abuja. So some people that are just there, maybe they got the money for that year and they open the shop. And the following year, they can't sustain. It's not easy. So if you're a business owner, you want to look at the revenue stream. Revenue stream. You don't say, it's only one business I'm doing now, so it's only one stream of income. I watch YouTube a lot because I learn from a lot of business guru that are not in Nigeria. I just like to, sometimes I would have read their books. I also read books a lot. These days I'm becoming lazy, but I need to get it back. Because, man, you can't grow more than the knowledge you have as a business owner. So I stumbled upon one Nigerian, Dr. Akpoti. I don't know him before. I stumbled upon him. I ordered for his books. He has about 11 books. I ordered for all of them last week. His books are quite affordable, just 3,000, 4,000. So I ordered for all his books. I said, I want all. He said, you want? I said, oh, give me with all the books you have ever written. I just want to learn from him. This man said he has a school. So he was saying that his school is not so expensive. So he can't say that his school fees is covering for all his revenue. But in this same school, he's the one that runs the restaurants. He's the one that runs the snack shop. Is the uniform, the pork socks. So from all those other revenue streams, is this water the children are drinking? From all this other revenue stream, is able to pull up and cover for what the main school fees may not pay. Do you understand? So as a business owner, you want to look at the revenue stream. What revenue stream do you have for your business? What can you do so that you can have stream money coming in? You'll be able to sort issues. If we run an office, anyway, when we get to cost, when you run an office, you know that the most important thing that takes money from an entrepreneur is overhead costs. When you have to pay salary, the way to 1 month. Before you know, 1 month don't reach. Before you know, it's 1 month. Before you know, it's 1 month. So you actually need to think of a revenue stream. You must have more revenues coming in than the costs. If you're not having that, then you're not running business. Okay, so you want to look at the key resources as well. What are the resources that you have? What are the things that you have that can help you run your business? So when you talk about key resources, human resources is also very important. What kind of staff do you have? You must look out for the best, only the best. Personally, people used to ask me, I don't even go out of my way to get my staff, Sha. I just write for interview. I just write and I conduct my interview. Like now, I'm looking for customer service rep. I just posted an interview today that will go out. I want customer service rep in my office. So I do all my interview and I go for the best. One of the things I don't do personally, I don't look at states. I don't even know the state you come from. In fact, God will help me. One of the days I had a staff that had worked with me for more than 6 months before I even knew that she was from my state, in fact, from my village. I didn't even know because I don't look at that in my in CVs. What my business with your state? So you want to look at what physical assets do I have? What intellectual property do I have? And again, you want to look at what that's where we talk about unfair advantage. What unfair advantage do I have in business? What can make me stand out? What can I do that can make me stand out in my business? Because we know that in business world, there's competition. For those of us that are consultants, we look at collaboration. We talk more of collaboration. Yeah, we know this person is your competitor. I guess I told my friend, Tammy, she launched a digital marketing course, a digital product. I used to write that, but now I don't want to sell mine again because I want to move on to something else. So I told her, send me the link to your course. Let me send to my people. She is also a consultant like me. And I know that when my people buy a course, of course, they will be on our email list and all that. But it doesn't matter. And so I think we are so fortunate. I see myself as so fortunate. Well, I don't think it's only consultant. Because I remember when I interviewed, in fact, I was reading that about 3 days ago because I'm actually launching some books by the grace of God in the next 3 months. So we're launching one of my books that I've written. And then in that book, I interviewed some business owners. And I remember when I interviewed Dr. Ibrahim Wada, Nisa Premier Hospital, for those of us in Abuja. And he said that in medical line, he doesn't even see any hospital. He has hospitals. He doesn't see any hospital as competitor because there's still need for hospital. Still need. The hospitals are not even enough. If there can be much more hospitals, that's a good one. You know, so even in your line of business, you want to look at it from that angle. You want to look at competitor and collaboration. Then you want to look at what will make you unique. What's your own unique selling point? What's your own unfair advantage? So what are the resources that you have? What are the things that you know? That's why for me, I'm very big on knowledge. When it comes to business, I'm very big on knowledge. Nothing. I always know that a business owner can never do well more than what you know. Your business cannot grow more than what you know, unless, of course, you have maybe board of directors that are very good and are really, you are really listening to them. They are really interested in your business. They are helping you to also grow. But even in that, even if you have board of directors, it's knowledge. You're still getting some knowledge from them. So they're pruning you, telling you what to do and guiding you. No, don't do this. No, do this and all that. You understand? Then we also like to look at the key activities. What are the critical activities, operation of your company? What are the operation? Business, for me, I like to share business into 3 things. Operation, marketing, and finance. Every other thing go into those 3. Every other thing go there. Operation, marketing, and finance. Every other thing go there. So when it comes to operation, you want to have a system for everything you do. As I am now, something happened in my office that destabilized me totally today. Destabilized me. I had to pull myself together to come and do this training because I didn't believe that it happened to me. I didn't believe it. So you must have a system for everything because as I'm going to the office on Monday, that's the first thing I want to go and put in place. I have a system for my office, but I didn't. We used to rent out halls. We have a hall we rent out. Because we have people coming maybe once a month or twice a month, we took it for granted. So I can say that. And I say that and I'm so disappointed in myself. I took that particular aspect of my business for granted because since just once or twice, you won't believe that some people, they paid for training. in my office. I couldn't believe that happened to my office. It might happen to me. They pay for training and it's 10 a.m. And as at 10 a.m., the person that should open that place is not yet in the office because he wasn't even aware of the time. The manager in charge did not pass the message that this is the time. And I knew that happened because I didn't have a system for that particular aspect of my business. Because if I had it, they should have it logged. It should be logged in that, there's a training by 10 a.m. So it should be, everything is written. But I didn't have that. We just do verbal passing of that message. So, man, my head want to blast when I was called that my office is not yet open by 10 a.m. When some people were to, I feel like the ground should open up. I can't believe, you won't believe what I went through today. You guys don't know, because for a business owner, especially for a trainer, I understand when my people, I have gone to, because this person went to pay for radio. So people came. And by 10 a.m., my office, it's not open. I feel like the ground should open up and swallow me. It was like, so I'm using myself as an example. You learn that when you are doing a business, putting a system structure that will make things work seamlessly is so important in your business. No matter the kind of business you do, like I said, I do multiple things. So, but that aspect of my business, I didn't give it that attention that is needed, and that will be corrected. But unfortunately, that mistake that happened, and it's a big one. It's really, in fact, this training, my brain is blast, my brain is scatter. So please, let's put structure, system. If you're running a business, it's very important. It helps, to keep things organized for you. Then you also want to look at the key partnership. Who are the partners? Who are the people that, if things happen, it can affect you if you don't have it. If your supplier don't supply, maybe you're doing bread, you're making bread or cake, and maybe you do it in big time. You have a particular supplier. So that's why you see business owners want to have 1, 2, 3 suppliers. Because if there's only one person, then something may go wrong. I give even another example of myself. This one didn't affect me much, but it's something I could also, I have a graphic artist that is employed that would pay. So it's a part-time, it's a virtual graphic artist, but, I like to work with my staff, graphic artist, video editor. I like to have all of them on salary so that my brain could come and say, I pay them. No, I don't want you to charge me one by one. This artwork, that's not how I work in my office. So I like to have those people know that, okay, I bargain salary with them. So you do all my work for me. I pay you at the end of every month. So I just put it in my cost. So this graphic artist does a lot of things for us. And I know that he does tell me, I know him, he will tell, Madam, give me 1 week notice. It's why you say, Madam, it's as if you don't know that you don't know that graphic art is something that I have to think about, I have to plan. You just say, Stevie, give me that in today. Give me that. Sometimes I'm guilty. So yesterday I was planning this training, and I remember that, there are 2 flyers I would love to have in my training. So I sent it to him yesterday morning I sent him one, he gave me that one. 2 hours after, as I was planning my training, doing my thing, I now sent him 2. So I was busy, around 6, and I said, still on my training. He said, Madam, yesterday morning, I traveled to Mina because I have wedding. I didn't go with my laptop because I want to enjoy myself. I don't come for this work one day. I want to enjoy myself. I didn't go well. I cannot produce that flyer for you. So I said, well, enjoy your wedding, no problem. I understand. So I understood because normally I know that he has been telling me, Madam, always give me at least 3 days notice if you want me to do flyers for you. So I was able to deal with that. And I said, okay, I'll just use something else. There's Canva. I can use Canva to design and all that. And today, thank God, there is AI software. So I've different suppliers. Even if your graphic work, you should have options. So what I'm trying to bring in this story is you should have options. Options is very important, So even you want to look at even the people that maybe you have regular customer that buy in bulk from you. What if that customer that buys in bulk, what if anything happens and is no longer buying in bulk? Like I was listening to someone was telling us the story of a place he was working. and they used to get government contracts. They were really making money. Suddenly, government contract, you know, they changed government. Another government came in. You know Nigeria now. Another government came in. Then he wasn't getting job again. He had to fire staff. And that person that was talking was one of them. He was fired. So things happen. So you want to look at your partners. You want to be sure that you have them regularly available for you so that you don't disappoint your customer. Then you want to look at your costs. In business model, a lot. You need talk about fixed costs, you talk about variable costs. I gave an example of overhead. One of the things I've never done is to owe my salary. I don't like to owe salary. I rather go and sell my things. My staff know that. I rather sell my things and pay them salary. I don't like to owe salary. So when it comes to that overhead, you need to think it, you need to plan it. And when it comes to other things that you need to run your office, when you want to pay office rents, when you want to pay, oh my God, I had one experience I hate to remember. I have made mistakes in my business life anyway, but that one not even bother me. I had an experience where I wanted to run, I was launching a network marketing business. So I now wanted an office and I wanted to run and rent an office. And one of my mentors, because of course in business also, we also have mentors. One of my mentors was telling me then that I should not rent. I should go and buy a place because the money I had could buy a place. So, but I didn't listen to her. Anyway, I rented. That was one of the means. That one went. I'm not even so bothered about that one. In that same particular building, the one what bothered me most wasn't the office I rented. Oh, okay, the business didn't work. It didn't work. And it didn't work in that. So that place I rented, and I wanted to change that place to a school. Yeah. And I wanted to change it to a school, like a nursery, because the place was so beautiful. I used my money to beautify the place. The place was so beautiful that people would be asking me, people would come and ask, so is this a school? So I wanted to change the school. The owner of the building said, no, I don't want a school in my I don't want a nursery primary school in my place. So I couldn't do school there. So what bothered me most in that place, it's not even the money for, is the diesel. Hey! Diesel, there is no light. Diesel won't finish me. If I'm going to the office like this, I'll be thinking, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the diesel I want to go and buy. Every time we're buying fuel, the gen is a big gen that uses diesel. Hey, that's eating to my cost. It really bothered me. They don't send me message. Oh. I pay for 2 years. After 2 years, I took myself to a plaza. The plaza I'm in now, we have light most of the time. In fact, my generator is resting. I thought I was So I said, God, oh, this country, Nigeria, God will help us. We will get to a place where we will not have issue with power again. That would be so nice. We are all waiting for it because it will help us as business owners. Hey, this wanted to finish me in that office. That bothered me even more than say, hey, I made mistake, I rented. That one not even bother me. This every time, every day we're buying this. So, and for those in Abuja, that's who say one of the, I thought that where I am now is in Jabi, and we have more light. My generator is, in fact, is really resting now. If you see the way I am relieved, because of that cost, if you're a business owner, you're thinking of the costs. Because if you're spending so much more than the revenue that is coming in, it's an issue for you. So you want to reduce your costs. So what you do with the business Canva is you sit down with it. Once you can do all your customer segment, your value proposition, the channels, once you can use this, you're good. So that when you want to do your business plan, you already have things planned out. It will relieve you, it will reduce your stress. So in Nigeria, the federal government, in conjunction with SMIDAN, they had to come up with the National Business Development Service Provider to help small business owners. So you get trained to become a business BDSP, and you help business owner. That's what we do. So ours is a team of consultants helping small business owner. And in doing that as well, it helps us to get information on the grants, the loan, business opportunity trainings that is coming for business owner, and we are always bringing that to those in our community. So before I go ahead, we're going to talk a little bit about structure and about business plan, but I won't be doing that talking. So if you have questions, please just write down all the questions. After my partner finishes with this training, we are going to take all your questions. So I will be having Dayo Adetiloye, who is also a BDSP, and he'll be the one taking us through this second session of the training. Dayo, welcome.
Good afternoon, Ma. Good afternoon, everyone. Good to be here with us. Nice presentation. I've learned a lot so far from your session, and all that. I love the story aspect. I was just listening and, and enjoying myself. Well done and great work. I want to welcome everybody to this session. I will quickly share my slide. It's going to be interactive as well. And we are going to go through this together. So just give me some minutes as I put this up.
So while I was doing that, I could take one question. If you have a question on my segment, you can ask. You can raise your hand if you have question. Which you have asked question before, so I'll just lower your hand. If you have question on my segment, you can ask. You can raise your hand and ask your question, and I will take your question while Dayo is settling in for his own training. Oh, are you all saying I'm a very good teacher? He's a good teacher that will finish and the student not go get question. Oh, Uche, you want to say something? Okay. Okay, so Uche, you can. So, Uche, you can unmute and talk while we're.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
So there were certain costs you were talking about during the time of a key partnership, where you mention of graphic. So where I'm going to is the cost. You said fees cost and the overhead cost. I heard about 3 costs that you said that what should be mindful of. What's the other one?
Okay, I'll come back to. Let me check. I'll come back to that. I will check it when. Dayo is done with the training. I'll come back to that.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so Dayo, over to you.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. If you can see my screen, you can hear my voice. Just type in the comment section that I can see and I can hear. Let's do that quickly. If you can see my screen, you can hear my voice very clearly. Just type I can see and I can hear. So I want to appreciate Madam Love Oladele for this wonderful opportunity to come and engage us this wonderful afternoon on the series on business development training class, and in which is targeted to aspiring entrepreneur and established entrepreneur. And of course, we are also looking at how you can access grants or loan for your business. So I want to appreciate you all for being here today. Thank you, FCBA. Thank you, Team Success. Thank you, Basari. No, thank you, Ishe, for your comments. I recognize you. So let's dive into what we want to do. So this session, we are going to be looking at overview of business structure, growth, and sustainability. We'll look at types of business structure. We'll look at strategic approach to building the right business structure, growth, and sustainability. And also we'll look at the Business Development Academy as well and see how Madam Love can help some of us to be part of that academy as well. Then we will have the opportunity for question and answer. So when we talk about business structure, is because there is foundation already. We are now building a structure on it. All right. So by definition, business structure refers to the legal organization of a business entity. It defines the legal framework within which the business operates and determine aspects such as ownership, liability, taxation, and management. So one aspect of business structure has to do with the legal organization of a business entity. Also, growth refers to the process of expanding the business capacity, market reach, revenue, and overall size. We'll also look at sustainability, focus on creating
Yeah, muted like your network.
all right, by to share. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. So I was making emphasis on business structure, growth, and sustainability. So I said that growth refers to the process of expanding the business capacity, market research, revenue, and overall size, while sustainability focuses on creating long-term value by balancing economic, social, and environmental factors. So I just want to take a quick start this afternoon. If you have an existing business, just type 1. If you are just about to start your business, just type 2. So let's quickly do that. If you have an existing business, type 1. If you're about to start your business, type 2. Let's do that quickly. If you have an existing business, type 1. If you're about to start your business, type 2. Let's do that quickly. Okay, we have a lot of tools. We have a lot of tools and 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay, nice. Okay, we have 1 also, 2. So we have a balance here. So I'm going to be speaking to both sides, people that have business already and people that are about to start one. If you are just starting a business, there are structures you need to put in place. While if you have started your business already, there are things you need to check if you have those things already or not. So let's move on. So choosing the right business structure. So we have factors to consider. Number 1, we look at the size of the business you want to start. We look at the industry requirements. I had Madam Love talking about water business. So for water business, for example, one of the regulations is that you must have NAFDAC number. In fact, if you set up your business and you started selling either the bottled water or the sachet water, and they report you that your water did not have NAFDAC number. In fact, once you put your address in that water and they trace the place, that day they will lock up your shop. So you need to consider the industry requirement, the business goals, short-term and long-term objectives. We also have to look at the legal requirement, compliance with local, state, and federal laws. Now, the key element of structure, number one, ownership. You want to look at when it comes to ownership, some people, they want to have 100% ownership of their business. While some people, they want to do something big and they know they don't have all the money to do it. So they seek partnership. And this partnership helps them to be able to have this all right, so you are going to have the ownership, we have the liability, then the taxation, the management, and the regulatory compliance. All these are what you should also see in the business structure. So when it comes to liability, I know many of us, maybe your business is registered as limited liability company, all right? So limited liability company is a particular structure of your business, and we're still going to talk more on that. Taxation also, you want to know the taxes that surround your business structure, the management, and the regulatory compliance. All right, so let's move on. So type of business structure. So we have sole proprietorship. This one is the most common. It is owned by and operated by a single individual, all right? The owner has full control, but also bear unlimited personal liability. So if the business, for example, is owing customer or owing supplier, or the business has a court case and need to pay, as a sole proprietorship, if the business needs to pay ₦1 million, the court will say everything that the business has and the owners of the business, all their property, will be sold to pay that money back. All right? So that is what is called bears unlimited personal liability. So if the business had issues, the owner will be made to pay for it. So simple to set up with minimal regulatory requirements. So proprietorship is very easy to set up, and is for people that are just starting and you're looking at the capacity you want to start, and you know it's not too big, then you go ahead and do sole proprietorship. We also have partnership. This one, 2 or more individuals who will share the profit and the loss. So this is a particular type where 2 or more people comes together. So it's like a senior brother to sole proprietorship, but it's not limited. All right. So at this junction, if you want to open bank account, the 2 parties will do a joint opening of the account together and things like that. Now let's look at another structure, which is the limited liability company. This limited is recommended because it's a separate legal entity from its owners. If they take a limited company to court, they cannot touch the personal property of the shareholders, people that owns the business. So they cannot touch it. They can only touch the ones that is in the name of the company. So if a car is in the name of the company, they can sell it to pay the loan. But if the car is written in the name of the owners, they cannot touch it. So that's why we say it has limited liability. So it offers limited liability protection, can be public or private, and it is governed by a board of directors. Owners have limited liability and offer flexible in management. So we also have company limited by guarantee. This one, often used by non-profit organization, members guarantee to contribute a nominal amount in case of winding up, and no share capital, and a typical focus on social and charitable or community purposes. And the last one is the incorporated trustee. This is the main NGO package. For association, clubs, religious organizations, they do incorporated trustee. So these are structures you need to be aware when you are putting your business together. So let's look at strategic approach to building the right business structure for growth, sustainability, and grant opportunities. So as you put your business together, you need to be thinking about the future of that business, the growth of that business, the sustainability of it. So the first thing is you need to have a clear vision and a mission for your business. You need to understand the long-term and the long-term vision and the mission. Then you now set a goal. You set a specific goal for the business to establish and make it measurable that aligns with the business vision. Then you identify key objectives that determines the specific objective needed for the business. So here I said some business, they are built to eat. This kind of business are the business that as you are just doing it and you are selling it, you are also eating it. While some, they are built to sell. I know some of us, we have heard of businesses that they have sold. People have built businesses and sell it, especially in the tech space. You will see Facebook has purchased WhatsApp, purchased Instagram, and all that. They build those businesses and they sold them to people that have capacity to take those businesses to the next level. So there are people that build to sell, while there are people that build to last. This kind of people, they are building in such a way that generations to come will be able to take over the business and pass it from one generation to another. So in structuring your business, you need to plan it in such a way that you ask yourself, what do I want to build? Do you just want to build something to sustain yourself? That's built to eat. Or you really want to build something and sell it? Or you want to build something that will last? Now, in choosing the right legal structure, you are going to have sole proprietorship, partnership. So if you have not registered your business with Corporate Affairs Commission, you reach out to Madam Love, it will guide you, or she will guide you on what to do to be able to register your business, because that is the starting point. The starting point is for you to register your business with Corporate Affairs Commission. All right, so we have how you develop organizational structure and a management system. What I want to share with you, there is a business that I had a meeting with yesterday. And after the CEO expressed himself, what we want to now do for the company is to help them to set up this organizational structure in such a way that everybody will have established roles and responsibility, clearly defined roles and responsibility for key positions. Then we are going to create a decision-making process, implement a clear decision-making hierarchy and processes. Then this helps to foster collaboration and
Now, network. I think that your network is hanging. Okay, his network is hanging. You know, Nigeria. Anyway, this is the fact. We can always call Nigeria as a country. There was a day I had a meeting with some foreign people, and you won't believe it. Their net, in fact, they couldn't even do the presentation they wanted to do. So that okay, so it's back. They couldn't do the presentation they wanted to do because their network was bad.
All right,
So they
sorry for
couldn't share.
that break in
Okay, no
transmission.
problem.
Okay, just hold on.
So it's not only Nigeria issue, it's all over.
Okay, I'm here now. I think you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. So sorry for that break in transmission. Okay, so I was discussing about this organizational structure that is a big thing. It's for businesses. Now, this business, I was telling the story, they have been existing for close to maybe 7 years. But the CEO is just the money for the business and the money of the CEO, they are the same thing. It's a poultry business, but it's a very big poultry business. But the business is just running like that, no management structure. So to set up this, you need to understand the reporting lines and all that. Now, we'll talk about compliance with legal and regulatory requirements, the other one I mentioned. So if you see some of the pictures here, you can see NAFDAC, you can see Corporate Affairs Commission, you can see Standard Organization of Nigeria, you can see TIN, Tax Board, which is Tax Identification Number. So all these are required for good structure, especially if you want to win grants, because I'm going to talk about that shortly, but I'm just giving you all this structure to help you to do that. Now, another thing for structure is that you need to implement financial management structure, develop a financial plan, manage cash flow, and seek funding. A lot of us, we always focus on funding as one of the reasons why our business is not doing well. Whereas there are so many things you can do in such a way that you'll be able to attract this funding for yourself. So firstly, you must separate your personal account from the company account. You must separate it. They are two separate entities. So if you can achieve that by opening a corporate account for your business, then you are making progress as an entrepreneur. So quickly, I will show us the the key component of a business plan, starting from the executive summary. All right. So executive summary is just the summary of all the information in the business plan. That's executive summary. Usually we write this last. All right. So we have the company description, the product and services. We have market analysis, organizational structure and management, marketing and sales strategy. We have operational plan. We have risk analysis. Then we have financial projections and appendix. Appendix is the area where you can put additional information like CVs of the owners of the business, like pictures, more pictures of your products, maybe your CAC registration, you want to show them the certificate. These are the areas where you list those information. So if you want to put a business plan together, you can take a screenshot of this as a guide for you as you develop your business. So let's look at assessing funding, especially grants. So grants are not repayable or financial assistance provided by government and organization and foundations or individual to support specific projects, initiatives, or activity that align with their objectives. So you want to understand that grants is like free money that you can access for your business. So how do you do that? So there are some things you need to understand. Number one, you need to research the grant and understand eligibility criteria and selection. So when you hear any grant, whether it's government that is giving it out, or it is a foundation or individual, or you hear in your church that your pastor want to set up something and they will be giving out grants, the first thing is you need to research it. Understand their eligibility criteria. Some grants wants to give it to agricultural sector, and you are a fashion designer, and you go to apply. There's no way they will give you that grant. So we have that you develop a proof of concept, the art of getting things done instead of talking about what you want to do. So you want to ensure that even it's a new business, have something to show for it. I remember the first opportunity I received as grant. That time, I won a grant of, it's a training. They now gave us a stipend. So the first training I won, they gave me 50,000 naira. That was around maybe 2013 or thereabouts. 50,000 naira. Then we went for the training for about 2 days. I now got another training from Lagos Business School. And that time, the worth of that training was 1 million naira at that time. We are made to pay a counterpart fee of 10%. That's like 100,000. I think we paid 80,000 naira at that time. But the only reason why they picked me was because even my business was a new business there. It was an agricultural consulting outfit. I already registered it immediately I finished NYSC. I registered it. I opened a bank account for it. So when I applied for the opportunity, the bank that I opened my account with was the bank sponsoring the program. So they saw that this guy is already banking with the bank and he has evidence to show for it. That was how they picked me for that opportunity. So as a proof, it could be if you are into tech, it could be they call it minimum viable products that you can show that this is what you are trying to build and you need more money. Now you must develop a comprehensive list of funders and past awardees. So there are some opportunities that has been going on. So you want to research them, like the ones we have worked with people in the past. The federal government UWIN program was my first outing working with people to win grants. And as at that time, we worked with a lot of people, but we were able to have close to 40 winners within our network that we work directly with. Some of them, they use our materials. Some of them, we wrote the business plan for them and things like that. And I can say today that the government have started another thing similar to that UWIN at that point, at that time. They call it Nigeria Youth Investment Fund. I know Madam Law will still talk about it, or maybe she has talked about it for people that will qualify. We said you should look at eligibility criteria. For that one now, you must be between 18 years and 40 years. Once you are above 40 years, they expected that you should start giving back to the society when you are above 40. They see you as a senior person in business. So at that point, you'll be looking for maybe loans and partners. So when you contact with past winners, they can show you that, okay, this is how I got to win, and this is what you should avoid when applying. So I'm going to run us through a list of what people usually do to prepare and position for grants. All right. So once I'm done with this list, I will now hand over back to Madam Love to round up the session. Now, this that I want to show you, I would narrow down here and spend some good time. I just want you to follow me because we're talking about structuring your business to be able to win grants. I think this list that I've put together will really help you as you prepare for such. So the first thing is register your business with Corporate Affairs Commission. You need to register it. And once you register it, then you have your certificate. That certificate is what anybody that want to give you funding, they will say send
Network. Oh,
your CSA. So you need to have that. Number two, be clear about that how she used to buy materials. And she's not lying because she has bought a lot of materials from me. In fact, the ones from my mentor, she has bought a lot and things like that. So I know she is very strong in education. Anything you are doing, look for knowledge around it. The next one is you register your business with CAC and get your CAC number. And once you do that, you register the business by getting your TIN, tax identification number. Once you have your TIN, you now go to the bank and open a business account for your bank and ensure that all your transactions pass through the bank. Today, the only thing people can trust in your business is your bank statement. If you say, I'm making money, they will say, okay, show us your cash flow through your bank statement. If you go and bring a book and say, this is where I record my cash flow, they will not believe you. So you need to write a comprehensive business plan for your business and state how much you want to raise. Also, if you need to write a comprehensive business plan, reach out to Madam Law. She will be able to also guide you on how that will be. The next one, create a pitch deck for your business using PowerPoint presentation. Now, pitch deck is like a PowerPoint presentation of your business. It must be beautifully designed. All these things will cost you some money, but it's an investment into the business. So if you need pitch deck, reach out to Madam Love as well. She will guide you on how that will be done. So I've mentioned CAC, she can do that for you. I've mentioned TIN, she can do that for you. I've mentioned business plan, she can do that for you. I've mentioned pitch deck, she can do that for you. So if you don't have all these things, just be writing them down. Make it your to-do list that before the end of this year, I'm going to have all these things that this man is talking about. Number 8, have a recognized means of identification. You see, this one is very important. The driver's license or international passport, those two, they rated it as I, as like A-list. If they ask you to show your means of identification, they recognize those two. You see other ones like voters card, national ID card, they still recognize them, especially if the grant you are applying for is within Nigeria. But once it's outside Nigeria, just use driver's license and international passport. So if you don't have all these things now, set it as a goal that you should have one, because you don't want means of the identification to now be what will now disqualify you after you have put all the work together. Then you need a website for the business. This is very important. This is like your address on the internet. This is where they can go and see more about you. So if you don't have a website, go back to Madam Love. She will be able to guide you on how to set one for you. Business logo. This is also very important. Take time and spend good time to create a business logo. All right. Madam Law can also guide you on that. Business logo will help you to make your business visuals to be very creative. Then you need a social media account for the business. Most of the opportunities, they will ask that you should submit your personal account and corporate account, social media account. They will request for the two. So if you are the one that you are posting everything about your business is only on your own personal page, after today's class, go and create one and create a social media account for that business. Even if the business is an idea, SaaS and MaaS, go and create one. That's the reason why I said some people that have not even done much, but they have positioned their business for opportunities. They pick them first because it is what the people that are reviewing your opportunities, what they can see, that's what they will mark. If you have a good social media and they can see what you are selling there or the course that you are promoting, they will give you mark. People that did not have, they will score them 0. Then, if you think you want professional to set up your social media account for you, because is another thing we recommend, reach out to Madam Love. It will help you and guide you on that. You want it to look professional, to look standard. Don't just post anything. Post something that will make sense. So reach out to her. She will also guide you. So business address, they will require that from you. Your story. Why are you doing what you are doing? This is very, very important. The story and the problem you are solving. So for me, my organization, we are solving the problem of unemployment by working with existing business owner and encouraging new people to start business so that they can reduce unemployment in Africa. So we do that by education, by business, innovations, technology, business training, linkages, and different form of support and access to opportunities. So we generally link businesses to knowledge and resources. So that is why we are doing what we are doing. And you want to put a story together. And the story I usually tell is the fact that I'm the only entrepreneur in my family, and my senior brother finished from school and looked for work for 7 years and did not have any meaningful work. So for 7 years, and right there, I told myself, I'm going to do something to solve unemployment. And immediately I finished school, I started my consulting business. And today we've employed more than 15 people working with us full-time and part-time and some remotely. Do you get the storyline now? So you must have a story to connect to why you are doing what you are doing. What's the passion all about? There are some people that they will say they work for a while and they now started their business. Just have a story that is emotional that people can connect with. They will ask you for your number of employees and they want you to have female female staff. So some opportunity will say, how many male do you have? How many female do you have? Because they want women to be empowered. So any business that in fact, when they want to give you the grant, they can write. So you want to do that. So we also have management team. Management team. So that team will now help you to win grants, because if the people you put together, they don't have good knowledge of that business, then when they mark that aspect, they will say that BIM cannot really put this business together. We also have the things they will request from you, like BVN, the NIN, and things like that. BVN is bank verification number, NIN is your NIN. Now, if you are applying for a loan or grant, they will say, what is the purpose? So you need to state in details what you intend to use the money to do. So at this point, I don't know if we have questions, then I will bring in Madam Love to take over from this as well. So, do we have questions at this point?
Wonderful. Thank you, Dayo. If you have questions, please, you can ask questions. Wonderful. I enjoyed that segment as well. So I'm sure you guys are learning what will help you get the grant and the loan that you really need. Okay. If any of us have questions, please raise your hand for Dayo, before Dayo takes it. Yes, Uche has a question. Uche.
And you can also type your question as well.
Yes, you can. Uche Umba. Uche, you can unmute yourself, please.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
The question I want to ask, I did my name registration some time ago. I still have the TIN and everything, but it's been a long time, like about 5 years ago. So I don't know, is it still viable? Can it still be used for business?
All right, so 5 years ago is still okay.
Okay.
But like we said, that you look at the criteria. There are some
Okay.
criteria that they will say they want businesses that is less than 3 years. So your
Okay,
CAC is what they will also use to determine that. So
Okay.
in the light of that, sometimes if they pick you, they might ask you to go and re-register your business with CAC
Okay.
so that it can
Okay.
show, especially Tony Elumelu used to do that. If
Okay.
their own business, before when they started the application, your business must be less than 3 years. After
Okay.
a while, they extended it to 5 years. So
Okay.
if your business is beyond that age, even if
Okay.
they like your idea, they will
Okay.
ask you to register a new CAC. But if you keep insisting, they will just disqualify you because in their own record, your CAC must not be more than 5 years.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, Uche, I hope you pay annual returns. What's it called? Annual dues for CAC.
And even
Annual
there's this what they call statement of affairs. I don't know what they call it. Statement of affairs.
Yes,
I've not done all those ones. So
So if you have not done that,
yes.
reach out to Madam Love. She'll be able to help you out. Any of us that have registered our businesses for 5 years, 3 years, and we have not done annual returns to CAC, please let's start doing it because it's a major thing now. All right.
Okay.
So
Thank you
reach
very
out
much.
to us. She will be able to connect you to the right people that will help you
It's
to
actually not
do this.
expensive. It's about 10,000 or so, but the one when they pay me pass that sometimes I forget. Once I
Okay.
forget, those extra fee,
Now,
I know they
Yeah.
like her. Okay, Timothy was asking a question in the chat box. Timothy said that
Okay, can you win grant without a business registration? Yes, you can win grant without a business registration, but you cannot receive the money without a business registration. All right. So that's the reason why we say you should position by ensuring all these things you have there. So that by the time they now want to pick you, they will now say, the only reason why we don't want to pick you is because you don't have CAC registration, but we like your idea. We don't want to be hearing that kind of story. So you go and but in terms of there are some small grants that could, I know very soon now, Madam Law will start giving out grants. All right.
Yes, yes, we're getting there.
So for her, she can now say, okay, even if you don't have CAC, we will still apply, but she will still insist that it's corporate account. I want to put the money, not your personal account. You get now. So this is just saying to us, let's go ahead and register and make our business formal. So if you can't receive the money, it's equally you didn't win, sir. So they have criteria when they are marking. All right. So if they now, let's even say your uncle want to give you money and say, I like you, I like what you are doing. And he now insisted and say, it's only corporate account, I want to send the money. And you don't have, you will start now running everywhere and say, they want to give me money. In fact, I've begged him and he said he's going to give me 1 million naira. And he said this 1 million naira must be into a corporate account. You will now see the reason why you now need to have your account as it is. So you can win, but the money will not get to you except you have a corporate account.
Timothy, you get ready. Go open your corporate affairs. Go open. It's also expensive, my friend. Okay, do you have any other question? Yes, I know that your one Tony Elumelu, but you didn't win the first time, Dayo. So what was your
Yes.
experience? What was it? Were you that because some people why I'm asking that those who like to give up, they didn't win first time, they will just give up. But that wasn't your case. So can you just share that experience briefly with our people?
All right. So the first time I applied, that was 2015 thereabout. Because of my nature of job, I also work with other people that applied. All right. And then during that period, we had close to 25 people from our network that won, but my own idea did not win. All right, so I put together something on maybe vocational training thereabout at that time, but it didn't win. Now, there are so many reasons why they don't pick you. Number one, it's not because you didn't write your business plan well, and sometimes it might be the reason. The major thing is that it's a competition. Some will win, some will not win. You understand now? So the second time the opportunity arises, I put in my application again, but this time around, I now change the concept. I said I want to start a business hub. Now, before that idea of business hub just came, it's not like I knew anything about it. So I just woke up, I said that idea came, business hub. So I went to research. I started doing research. I started Googling business hub in Nigeria, business hub. So I now discovered that people are already doing business hub for time immemorial and all, but it was new to me. So I studied about up to 10 websites of people that run business hubs in Nigeria. I look at their offer, the way they package it, what they are doing, how they are doing it. So I now harvested all those information. That was what I now used to write my own proposal. I now said I want to start a business hub. And that business hub, I put it to them as a new idea, not an existing one. So I won with a new idea. And that was how I put all those things. But one of the things that I did was to give them like what I've been doing before. All right. All my online activity, every other thing I've been doing, I narrated the history of what I've been doing. And that now I want to start a business hub, and their money will help me to start that first outlet of a business hub. And I give them a projection what this can become in a few years to come. And that was how my idea was selected. But generally, the way they think, the way Tony Elumelu thinks, and the way all these grants, the way they think that way, is that they want to support one person that will impact 1 million people. All right? They want to support one business that the impact will move So if you support me now, that means a lot of new businesses will start in Nigeria because you supported me. That means existing business will gain traction. Existing business will gain more knowledge and support because you supported me. And it's happening today. Businesses that have passed through us, they are in thousands, in tens of thousands that have passed through us that we have worked with, help to structure their business, help to win one grant or the other. Even if it is just to come to my website to read something that can help your business, we've invited you. You understand now? So that's the way they win. Now, there's another story. My wife's sister, all right? So she works as an accountant. She's an accountant. So where she's working, the money they are paying her is not something much. And she's not also doing a lot. The thing is not really tasking her, all right? You know, some people, they have energy. So you now say, okay, what can I do? She now learns this they call it mini levy. People that do head gear, they do cap, all those turban, all those Sarah cap and the likes. So she learned this online when she was working. She learned it online. She paid for an online course that can teach you that. And the person taught them and all that. So today, so because of course she's very close to me, so she will be giving me updates that okay, I'm resigning, I want to face this business full time. And she started selling a cap on Facebook. She will run ads and she started getting orders. Even she get orders from abroad and they will pay and she delivers. So the first grant we packaged her for was we packaged her for a particular grant. They didn't pick her. We now package her for a Lumelo. And what did we said to a Lumelo that she's going to do? We said in her area that the business is not that structured, that she wants to put structure in that place. So she's setting up a mini levy hub where she will be producing and selling. She will sell materials. She will train people. They will buy materials from her. She will have machines that even people within that area that did not have machine, they can come and be renting a machine to use. So that supporting her means that she's transforming that industry in her area. And that was what we sold to them. And that was how they picked her. So she won 5,000 US dollars. Now, in less than 3 months to that, there was another application. This time around, I have noticed a particular lady. She has won a lot of grants. Her name is Adejoke Lasisi. She's on Facebook. She's doing a lot in the recycling space. She will use recycled material to make clothes, to make bags, to make shoes, and all that. So what we now did was to help her to see how she can input recycled materials into what she is using to produce her caps. All right. So the next grant that we now apply for, we now said to them that she is solving climate and all these recycling problems, that she's going to use waste materials, use waste products, you know, and use that thing to make cap. Do you know that she has won another 5,000 US dollar right now? So within a year, she has won 10,000 US dollar, and she's still applying, because once you see something that is working like this, just keep pushing your ideas and concepts. And I know before the end of this year, she will win another opportunity like that. And today now, she's excited because when she came, I was looking at the business she wants to do and like there's potential in what you are doing, but all the families, they are not seeing any potential. They want her to go and do ICANN and become shattered. you know, to be an icon person, but she is building something that she will start employing chartered accountants to come and manage her money.
Abi.
So that's what business can do for you. Any idea you have, I always ask this question, in the next 10 years, will you still be doing this? Or you just want to leverage an opportunity, collect the money, drop it, go and do another thing? Anything you want to do in the next 10 years, look at yourself very well. In the next 10 years, will you still be doing it? So if in the next 10 years you will be doing it, then follow all the things we have put together here. It will require some money. Save money and do it. And before you know, opportunity will come to you. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. Dayo, thank you so much. You can stop sharing. We'll continue to take questions. Let me just share as I'm rounding up. We'll continue to take questions. Guys, if you enjoyed today's training, if you have learned something new, please put it in the chat box. Can I see you clap for our facilitator, my partner, who is, I know he has won. I know his own team, business plan, grant. I know that about that. He will just put you in the right pedestal. So guys, let's go. If you have gotten something from Dayo today, can you put it in the chat box? Yes, let's know what you learned in particular. What did you learn? Put it in the chat box. I'm waiting before we continue. What did you learn in the put it in the chat box? I'm waiting for you guys. Put it in the chat box. What did you learn from? What did you pick? Give me one thing you picked from the training throughout today. Put it in the chat box. What did you pick from today's training? Yes. Uche and Co, Ijoma, how is it like? First of all, I want to see your thank you in the chat box for him, because I invited him here knowing that he has gotten the grants. And so first, you put your thank you in the chat box. Then also, I would like you, as I'm taking as we're rounding up, I'd like you to tell us what you have learned. I mean, what you learned is exactly what you learned today. I want you to tell us exactly as I'm a teacher, so I want to know what you're taking home. What's your take home? I want to see your take home. Okay, so guys, I want you to you've learned that I've told you so many things that we are going to be, you will need, and preparation is a name. So there is an ongoing Nigerian Youth Investments Fund that is 18 to 40 years that is ongoing. And indeed, we have the capacity to help you get that loan. So with 80,000 naira, we can help you write your business plan. Imagine 80,000, because it's this 18 to 40 years. And we're even going further to even reduce it to 60,000. That's a discount we're giving you to help you get your business plan ready. So that you can go out there and shine. Even your pitch deck, we are going to help you. So guys, oh, sorry. I like to say guys too much. One day they will give me query. So friends, your business plan, we can help you get it ready. Then the business development training, I told you, those who are in the consulting group, it's 100,000 naira. And we are magnanimous. We are giving 75% discount between today to 31st of August. If you're paying, you'll be paying just 25,000 naira. But from 1st to 13th, you'll be paying 50,000 naira. And this training will start on 15th of September. It's a 1-month training. I want you, why do you need to attend for this training? You need to have your business development training certificate. in every grant you're getting now. It's very important. They need to know that you have gone through at least a business that, a training that prepares you for the training. So you need your business development training. You will need, if you go to even the one that is ongoing now, the particular one that is ongoing now, you will see that you need a business development training. It's very important for you. So are you ready? Are you ready for what we have here? Are you ready for what we have here? Oh, it's even on YouTube. Oh, forgot to put the live on YouTube. Anyway, they will watch this thing. It's live on YouTube. You need to go for the business development training. Very important. So have your certificate. That was reading out everything you need for your certificate. So the business development training is you can start paying from today. You're paying 25,000 before 31st of August. By 1st of September to 13th of September, you're paying 50,000. This is a course, it's a 1 month course. And even in this course, you'll be doing a business plan pitching to us. You would listen to what you have so that you are just practicing your learning. We want to get you ready for when you go and face the real people that want to give you the grant. And anyway, the people that will give you the grant is some of us that they will call to come and sit in the panel. So we want to watch you ahead. So that's a beautiful thing. So it's just a preparation. Preparation, you see, that you applied once for the first time, you didn't get it. But when you apply for the second time, you got it. And it has helped many more people, So this money is there, but do you have the information? The information is what you'll be getting from us. And are you ready to go apply? It's only those, there's this saying that some people will be praying to win a lottery. They'll be praying to win lottery. We pray, but they never bought tickets. So you want to win the grant. You admire the people that win the grant, but you have never applied. And I don't want you to be like my sister. My sister would, when she sees those people winning things on television, the Globacom, MTN, she told me it's always lie. They always lie. They don't even. I'm sure they just win people. The truth is that I was one of the consultants for You Win grants. We are overseeing it. People won. They won in real life. People that you don't know, that they don't know anybody. They won in real life. Okay. So the same thing, real, like for real. So the same thing, even this one that the government want to do, Bola Tinubu people want to do, some people will not know anybody in government, and they will win it. So, and it's not only that, there are other ones that are coming, international. Sometimes you see international organizations want to give people dollars, but you have to be prepared. The name of the game is be prepared. The prepared is a guy's law. So are you prepared? How prepared are you? That's the name of the game. So when I was sharing his experience, he said something that one of my friends has told me that made me laugh. That I was saying that his orb, when he wanted to sign that your orb, he knows nothing. He went to learn. I remember one of these very recently, I got a call and someone was saying, do I do human resource for schools? And I said, no. And my friend said, love, me, I don't have no I don't have no. Next time, say yes, then we'll come and we will look for a way how to do it. Anything you do, again, say yes, then we'll look for a way. And she's here. She's another top consultant, Madam Ola Oshebiko. Okay, I like to call her okay. Okay, can you just give us pep talk as we round up? I like to call her, she's smart, she likes us to call her okay the billionaire. I like to call her okay the billionaire. Okay, can you give us a small pep talk as we round up this training today?
Hello. Hello. I thought I could just sneak in. stayed quietly and learn and go. And then suddenly I saw myself as a co-host. I was like, Kilele. That had been a very great session so far. I've learned a real lot. I've been reminded of a whole lot as well, apart from learning new things. Hello, friends in the house. I was expecting to see many more people than I'm seeing on this call, because it's only when you work, when you really put something in, that you can get anything out. I would have expected that as we were coming on this call, we'll also call our neighbors, we'll call our sisters, we'll call our brothers, we'll call everyone we want to be successful. And see all you got for free. As free as the air. Who does that? It's only people that want you to succeed in life that will give this kind of training for free. And I don't think we should have been selfish with this. So next time, please make sure you tell everyone. And I won't deceive you. Everything you have heard is the truth plus more. The truth plus more. All these things are possible. The grants are there. The money is there. It's just that people are not comfortable to give their monies to those who they know will not be able to make use of them properly, make use of the money properly. So when you have somebody like the TLI skills that have trained you, a place that you have been trained in business development, then this gives the people that want to give you the money the comfort that, okay, this person knows what he's doing, rather than somebody who is just applying. Even if your idea is from heaven, there isn't anything on this earth to back it up. You know, there is no certification to say, yes, what you are saying is true. Because those who are going to be consulting and looking at what you have as well, they know that people can go to ChatGPT and get everything out, okay? So they want that fact there, the backing. People who they know what they are doing. People who had been in business before ChatGPT came, even talk less of being now very, very popular in Nigeria. So they want this backing. They want this comfort. This is why you need people like Madam Love Oladele to help you put all these things in perspective so that you can present and they will know. And you see, the people that, if you like, you can go and write your own and then say you've been to Madam Love Oladele's free training. They are not going to take that from you. They need certification, because we all sit on businesses that they will tell us to consult for them to know who to pick, and we know what we ask for, because all these things, I mean, Yorubas will say, that is, whatever you want to do. Some people have done it before you. So we all know this, and we know that you could have done this. So we are just looking out for certification. So nobody is trying to get you into paying what they have told you to pay right now. It's just for your own good. It's for your own good. And please tell others so that we can all get out of this rut called economic disaster that we have in Nigeria. At least if you have something doing, I mean, like the lady, they said got 10,000. In fact, when I had the $10,000, I was going to ask Dayo that, please, please. I have started making arts. I have started making arts as well. Come and lead me to make my $10,000. So you see, these are all possibilities. And when you have a person like Dayo also on the call, and that has given all of these kind of testimonies, I mean, it wouldn't come here. We are live on Facebook or on YouTube. Nobody will come here to tell you lies. So this is very, very possible. You can still get grants. The grants are there. The people giving are only looking out for those that they will give the money to, and they will put it into good use. Just like Dayo said, they don't want it for only you. They want you to multiply the blessings. So when they give you, are you just going to use it for your own business. This is why you need businesses like TLI Skills that will help you to think out the kind of businesses you can say you are doing if you don't have a business of your own, or to scale up your business in such a way that you can win the grant. All right. So I wish you all the best, and God bless the free givers of this training. If it had been me, I would charge you for giving you this kind of this kind of training. So, okay, so please make sure that you get the best out of this. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. God, the story of the lady with the art. So with your own story, what's your own story? What are you learning? And she even learned it on social media. That's a beautiful thing. The internet has actually made the world a global village. Things you can learn, skills you can learn that you can say, okay, let me use. And are you going to be there for the long run? Are you ready, really ready for this business? When Okay was talking about those who would collect this money, and before you know it, they have closed shop. I was talking to a friend the other day, and we were talking about those, people that we interview for business. And you will find out that some people, you have spoken to them, they are doing business, you have interviewed them, you have really put them on that limelight. Before you know it, 2 years and then they have closed the business. And you're like, what? It's really very touchy. And again, we had a lot of, foreign partners that were giving tech companies money. But now, if they want to give to Nigerians, they will think, and they will really scream. Why? Because the way they are losing the money. Nobody wants to give you money and go and throw it away. They are giving you that money so that you can impact more lives, so that you can actually help, to curb unemployment, in your country. They want to see that positive impact by only helping one person. But that positive impact in a whole community. That's the reason why they're giving you this, the grant and the loan. So guys, I hope you're going to work on what you've learned here today. And for those who want to be part of the business class or business training, I can see people on the group. We have about 200 people on the group. I can see some of them say, it should have been on YouTube Live. We forgot to put the YouTube Live. So we are going to post this video for every one of them to watch. And, the training on the 15th of September. We hope you'll be there to have your certificate so that you're set. And we are going to continue to consult for you. Our goal is to see you doing well in your business, growing your business, and be able to actually impact our world. Because entrepreneurs, I like to say I'm the honorable of wealth creation because I love the entrepreneurs world. Entrepreneurs, we contribute a lot to our community. That your staff, that you're paying salary every month, is going to put food on the table of his own, of our own family, of his own family. It's a lot. So entrepreneurs are contributing. In fact, we are the engine room of our economy, and we value you. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you want to be part of this, or you're an established entrepreneur, you need to scale up. Your knowledge, your business can only grow as much as your knowledge. That's why you need to keep working on yourself. So thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, friends. That will be the end of today's training. Do anyone have question? The details of the payment, yes. So we said that those who are paying from first to, if you're on the group, I hope all of you are on the group. Okay, I'll just drop my number. If you're not on the group, if you're not on that, we call it TLI Consulting. We're going to put the how you can pay there. We'll pay up, or what I can. Okay, let me just put in the. Let me put in the account number, the office account number here, so that everybody.
I think you can put the group's link in the chat box.
Okay, so I will just put the group link on the chat box and the account. Ebele, can you copy the TLI Consulting group link and send on the chat box now? And also, if you still have any question or a final contribution while you're doing that, you can just quickly, you can ask as we're rounding up. If you have any question that anything still bothering you, but we're going to put everything on the group as well. Dayo will be there. Okay, will be there. We are ready for you. The consultants, team of consultants that we're ready for us to help us. Okay, so Ebele has put the one, so you can actually put, you can actually go ahead and just join the group if you're not on the group yet. So on the group, you also see how to make payment for the training. How to make payment for the training is there. So we said this month, for the end of the month, you are able to pay 25,000, and that will be for this quarter. For next quarter, you go straight to pay the 100,000 naira. So, but we want you guys to just, we are interested in seeing you, grow your business. That's why we're doing this 75% discount, guys. This is something you should all jump at. That's an opportunity you should all jump at. Also, for those who want to copy the account number, we have also put that there as well. So, guys, we'll meet in the group. We'll continue this conversation in the group. This has been an amazing training. All my consultant, my fellow consultant, Dayo, thank you. And OK the Billionaire, thank you very much for being part of this. So guys, see you in our main class.